Good afternoon. I am here at New Life Bistro to talk about New Life Village with co-founders Isa and James Banks. I am working on a project for my diversity social justice master's class at Baylor University, and we're going to get started by finding out how this wonderful nonprofit was founded.
I am Isa, and what started this was a passion to really honor God with the blessing of the property that we had purchased. This was back in 2020. I was looking for something to do to honor God with it. But fast forward to 2023, I was still on the lookout, hadn't found that thing that God was telling me we needed to do until I saw a post on social media by another nonprofit colleague talking about how great it would be to build tiny homes for youth aging out of foster care. And immediately that tugged at my strings. I had no idea what that was. I reached out to her. We had breakfast. This was in February of 2023. And before the month was over, our nonprofit was formed. Once I heard about it, there was nothing I could do to not get involved in any way possible. So from that point forward, we came up with a mission and vision that we have today.
Our mission is to develop and implement a tiny home community for youth aging out of foster care or have already aged out of foster care in a community setting. And we're going to surround them with volunteer led resources and professional resources in order to support their journey to independence with dignity, with love, with grace, and to support them in their whole lives. We're aiming to give them a new life.
For us to be able to do that, we do have to fundraise. We are not necessarily a government entity, even though we do accept government programs like SIL and transitional living. We are 100% volunteer based. Nobody here gets an income. And that means we wear many hats in our organization and definitely need a lot of support from the community. We have different options on how to get involved and donate, and we try to stay very active with the community, creating events that not only foster donations, but foster involvement.
That's wonderful. So now let's also talk about the kids, what possibly you're needing when people are donating. Where are those going? What resources do you have for these youths?
Yes, absolutely. So donations right now, if they're monetary, they cover, of course, overhead of the organization, which is like day-to-day expenses, but they also go to specific projects. So right now, Rotary International and a angel donor have assigned themselves the septic system. We're still taking donations for that. We have roads to build, building pads to put on the ground. So we have accounts allocated for those donations, but we also have youth we're taking care of at the moment. So recently there was a drive for toiletries. We need toilet paper constantly, paper towels, laundry detergent. We also accept gently used clothing, and furniture, because we will furnish their apartments, their homes, wherever they're located. Donations can be pretty much anything. So I would just encourage you to reach out and look at our page to see what we're looking for at that time. We like to make birthdays a big deal for our youth. So we always accept like gift cards for restaurants and little food places, something that we can give to them for them to utilize that they would enjoy. And we accept both men and women, young men and young women into the program, which a lot of programs don't. So it doesn't matter what gender items they are. Whatever items that are household items, clothing, or furniture that our kids don't use, we have a thrift store element to our organization in which we resell those to raise funds for what they do need. If there's not the right size or anything that they need at the moment, we still utilize them and it goes directly to the organization.
At present, also, we have satellite living spaces for them that are not a part of the community because it hasn't been built yet. So as a part of that, we have monthly expenses that are coming out regular, they're fixed. So one of the most important ways that anybody could jump in and support us is by becoming a monthly donor. It could be as little as $5. It could be as tiny or as big as you want, because every dollar we receive goes directly into the lives of these kids. Right now, it would be to support their utilities, their living spaces, taking them to and from work or college, or helping them get their driver's license or their social security cards or anything like that. So a monthly donation is one of the most important sources of funds that we can receive.
Well, that's going to conclude today's episode. We've got a few more coming. There's several events, lots of great things happening between now and the holiday season. So stay tuned with us. Thank you.
Thank you.